So our next speaker will be Pierre-Alexis Jumel, who will talk about an economically viable lunar ISRU process for oxygen and metal production and related benefits for terrestrial application.
Well, it's good that I'm going after you because I will present something that is targeting the same results, but with a bit of a different technology. I think you were talking about FFC. Us, we are talking about more molten salt. So I will just explain why we are using that and what are the benefits we believe we can achieve with this technology. So just to introduce myself, my name is Pierre-Alexis Jumel. I'm working at Airbus Defence and Space in Germany, and I'm in charge of all the international and new business activities in space exploration. So very happy to be here. Thank you for the organization. Oops, I'm going a bit too fast. So today I would like to present you a technology that we are developing at Airbus, which is called ROXY. What is ROXY? Basically, it's an end-to-end lunar demonstration. End-to-end lunar demonstration that is getting as an input the regolith, the pure regolith, and with its technology, with this processor, is converting it into oxygen and metal powder that can then be used for later process. The objective of ROXY is to produce so here 100 grams of oxygen and a similar amount of metal by electrochemical reduction of regolith. And as I said at the beginning, it's something that we develop ourselves. So we self-invest into the development of these technologies because we believe that this has also very good application for resource exploitation. We believe also this is a blueprint for future regolith to oxygen metal conversion facility. We are developing today a demonstrator, but we hope that then it can be scaled up for a plant. I will say a bit more on that. So just to take a step back, I think Alexandre also mentioned a bit that extracting resources from regolith is really a key topic. Why? Because it's the basis of being able to have a sustainable and a sustainable presence on the moon using local resources. And here I want to refer about the roadmap of several groups, like the International Space Exploration Coordination Group, which has identified that in its roadmap in order to achieve objective and prepare missions for Moon and then for Mars. It's also a key topic for NASA and ESA, and Alexandre just mentioned that ESA is working on that. And also in Europe, we are preparing a next big program about a lander called EL3. And this lander, you can see a design on the right of this slide, is designed to bring this kind of payload and to demonstrate the extraction of oxygen from regolith. If I go a bit more into the detail of this ISECG roadmap, they see three steps in the implementation of a final plant. And we are following more or less the same at Airbus. The first one is an ISRU demonstrator. So we are working on that and we hope to scale it up quickly. Then it will be a first plant that will show that it's operational on site and produce the necessary oxygen. And then the last one, the third step will be the one that produce all what is necessary. So in terms of ton of oxygen and also of can be derived in propellant. So I will say a bit on that as well. Just to say a few words about the technology behind ROXY. So as I say, it's taking as an input the regolith, and the output is oxygen on one side and metal powder on the other side. It's accommodated to be on a lander and producing 100 grams of oxygen and extract similar amount of metal. Last year, just before the IAC, which was virtual last year, we did an announcement that we managed to prove the concept. So we demonstrated we were able to extract I think 0.2 liter of oxygen out of the analog regolith that we use as an input. And as I said also at the beginning, ROXY technology is based on the electrochemical reduction of regolith using molten salt electrolysis. So you see a picture on the right. We are combining different key technologies that you see. The first is a molten salt reactor that you see on the left, an oxygen ion pump anode that you see on the right. And by the way, this pump that we are using there has been developed on board the ISS. So we see also the usage and how technology that are developed on the ISS can be used and for further exploration topic. It's using a porous metal cathode cup that you see as well there. And then, of course, salt removal and recovery cathodes for the evaporation, but it's a closed loop. So this is how we extract pure oxygen, and then a byproduct is this metal powder. On this metal powder, just to make a small parenthesis here, we are also working to use it, and we are developing a 3D metal printer that is developed in Toulouse, in France, which will fly on the ISS at the end of the year. So here as well, we are using the ISS to prove technology that then will be used on the moon. And if we manage to do that, then we have really an end-to-end demonstration of the value chain from regolith at the beginning, and the infrastructure, and then pure oxygen as the output. We are not doing that alone. We have a group of partners. So here you see we've got partner in Europe, we've got partner in the US at different levels. So as a research center like Fraunhofer, like industrial Abengoa in Spain, and also some universities in Switzerland, in the Netherlands, and in the US to develop this technology. I was talking about end-to-end value chain. So here I wanted to show it, and I will also detail it for Moon, Mars, and also for Earth, because we believe this technology has also a usage for Earth. So if you quickly look at the 4 steps that I will detail later, ROXY is only one step out of the 4 that we identify in the value chain, but we believe it's a core element because this is what is extracting the resources from the regolith. No single element or technology in the value chain can provide the capability to extract the metallic constituent from the regolith, but the ROXY program covers the entire value chain approach on this one. So just to go and to explain it for Moon and Mars. So of course, we need first as an input the regolith. So we need to have mining capabilities, for example, rover with a robotic arm that will drill, extract, and so on the regolith. Then we need to have a step of 1 minute. Okay, so we'll quickly close that. Beneficiation, so to reduce it so that it can enter into the processor, extracting oxygen and metal. And then I mentioned also the 4th step on which we are working on as well, the manufacturing. So we take as an input this metal powder. We'll skip the one on Earth, but it's similar value chain. And here wanted to conclude on also the application of extracting oxygen and metal powder. So you see, you need energy in the ROXY processor. But then if you extract water, it can be used, of course, for life support. But then if you can break it into oxygen and hydrogen, and then you can use it as propellant. But with the metal powder, of course, you can do infrastructure, but you can also use the alloy, some element of this metal powder, as also powder fuel for rockets. And this is also the beginning of having the moon as a step toward further exploration. And I will stop there. Thank you, Alexandre. Yeah.
Thank you, Pierre-Alexis. We have time for maybe one quick question. I saw one from John Wlublewski. At what temperature does the process operate at?
I don't think I've got this data. I'm looking more detail, but I don't have this one. No, sorry.
And okay, another quick one.
Okay,
and apart from electricity and regolith, what is the consumable of ROXY?
It's made to be a closed loop, so normally it could continue for many cycles. So I would say we design it to have only a regolith as an input, and of course power to make it run and to make it hit.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Alexandre. Thank you all.